Sunday the 9th of January and another bright and frosty morning. I'll try and keep off the grass. Quite a sparkly morning. The sun is out though, so hopefully later on I'll be able to get down to the allotment and get some work done. And welcome to my allotment. Unfortunately it's got overcast and a bit damp. It was promising to be a lovely morning, but we're here with my dogs. This one's Seren and the one over there is Branwyn. Good girls. My allotment is one of the smaller ones on the site, but I have 6 beds running down the length of it. The obligatory allotment shed at the end. I haven't been here often between Christmas and now, so it needs a bit of TLC, but we did this bed the other day and the others don't look too bad. They need a bit of weeding, but apart from that they're okay. That's one of the remains of the squash we had growing here last year. I left it for whoever wants some, and this has been blown over. And we have some remaining beetroot, some bok choy and a couple of radicchio. And then the leeks are doing nicely. These are sort of leftovers for spring. Now, because it's, ignore that, that's a temporary compost heap. That's going to be sorted out and got rid of with a big brand new one put in place. But being as it was quite a small allotment, I have tried to use the space as best as possible. So along a wire fence I have an apple tree, another apple tree, a cherry tree, a pear tree, another cherry tree, and then right at the end is a plum. That was supposed to be another pear, but turned out to be a plum. And down the other side we have at this end, in this section we have red currants and white currants, and in this section we have gooseberries. Here we have some raspberries which didn't do very well last year at all, so they probably need replacing. They've been in there a fair few years. Here is a secondary plum I planted so that the 2 plums can cross-pollinate. Now this one here, I bought this sad looking bush at the moment, is a salmonberry. Now I bought 3 gooseberries out of the gardening magazine, and when I planted one I wasn't convinced it was a gooseberry for the leaves, and when it flowered I was certainly sure. So this is a salmonberry, not commonly seen in this country, but I will show you definitely its flowers in summer, and they're really lovely. Big pom-poms of pink. I haven't had any fruit off this one for some reason. They don't seem to grow right, but well, we'll get the hang of it. It's worth it just for the flowers. And then at this end, looking all tangled and I've broken a wire, so that'll need replacing, is my loganberry, and that does really nicely. Again, ignore the compost heap. This is an old wash tub barrel I found here when I moved in, and inside, growing over this little trellis, which only I can fit under because I'm short, my husband and my sons have difficulty, is a red jasmine and a honeysuckle. And there's a huge, I think it holds 11,000 litres, but it's an enormous water butt, which is really useful in summer. Canes and the always useful palette, and then in this wonderful bathtub next to Branwyn. Hello darling. These are 3 crowns of rhubarb. Now we tend to use these, it keeps us in crumbles, but it also keeps my husband in rhubarb vodka. If any of you are interested in seeing how I make rhubarb vodka, Seren, drop me a message in the comments, and later on in spring I shall show you how I make that. Well, this is the allotment at the moment. I'm not showing you inside the shed, it's a mess. But basically, this is it. The trees need pruning and sorting out, the weeds need getting rid of, but apart from that, it's not too bad. I'm not going to do anything today because everything is really quite damp and the ground is still quite frozen. But hopefully, in the near future, when you see it again, it'll be more progressed and tidier. But this is, for the moment, my allotment. Right, I better go walk these dogs. See you again.